Hi folks, John Master Lee here. So the great purge of 2014 is spilling over 2015, which doesn't speak well of our procrastination, but we're going to continue to get rid of all my stuff. I'm going to get rid of all my old artwork, a whole bunch of it, stuff that I drew like for 20 some years now, back when I was in junior high, and I don't know why I've kept this stuff. It's just piling up. Paper is heavy. It is, after all, trees in sliced form.
I've never seen this stuff before.
One last go before I throw. This stuff represents different periods of my life. You know, what other stuff I was getting into. You know, I got into drawing traditional kind of comic stuff you see in newspapers. In fact, when I was in college, I drew a comic strip that was published in a school newspaper. And it was quite popular. It was called New Types, and it was basically about, you know, a bunch of characters, really diverse. There was a black guy, an Asian dude, you know, and they were all friends, and, you know, some of them were nerdy, of course. And there's one character that I loved, everyone loved him, was Sir Boogie Brown. Oh, no, actually, I already got his name wrong. Sir Bogey Brown. He's not a rodent, he's a bear, and he was kind of sarcastic character, inspired by, like, Opus, one of my favorite characters from back in the day. And then I got into sort of, like, you know, impressionistic stuff for a while. This is a phoenix. I think this was for a t-shirt that I did back in school. Then, of course, my comic book phase. This is like a bunch of comic book stuff. I used to draw, you know, some stuff for and submitted stuff to Marvel. Spider-Man versus the Shocker. Cloak and Dagger was one of my favorites just because the ability to draw, like, you know, clothing was something I really enjoyed. The old Daredevil where he had an old costume. I would say it's pretty average overall. I don't think it was actually that great. It's missing a lot of the nuances, the little touches that I think add a lot of character and flavor. That was still something I was trying to figure out back in the day. What was my style? Then I got into like pencil sketching for a while. This is the old cathedral from University of Virginia. For all my who's out there, that's a cow skull. This was my old table that I had in college. That thing was a piece of junk. I don't even know why I drew it. I decided to draw a copier.
This looks like the ruler. And then you were probably like imagining a woman was like staring at you while doing your work.
I'm always imagining women staring at me.
Like, hey John, how's homework going on?
Something like that, something like that. And you know, I think that actually was a ruler I did that with.
You sure draw a lot of naked girls, John. Is this your ex-girlfriend?
It's also in the period of drawing like old Transformers and mechs and machinery. Just mainly because my best buddy Victor was really awesome at it, and I wanted to learn how to do it. And that was okay. I wouldn't say I was great at it. This is just some of it. There's a ton more in the house. I'm gonna just basically trash about a box worth of this stuff. I'm looking at the stuff. I'm not feeling any sentimental value anymore, so I think it's about time to let it go. Done.